What's going on, guys? This is CJ, and here's my smokehouse. Here's our custom pit here. We got a 4-foot tall stack with a 48-inch cook chamber and a 27-inch firebox. This pit also has a collapsible shelf, which is tied into this pin and rod here that you can remove and collapse this shelf right here. We also got some wood down there we may use during the cook, but I got some splits that I made over here, which is some oak and pecan, a little bit of hickory. We're gonna get that started with our lump charcoal here by Masterbuilt and some Cowboy hardwood lump. We're gonna drop that right into our Oklahoma Joe fire starter here. Use a couple cubes to kind of get that going. And we're gonna load this firebox up and make some beef ribs today. And I'll update y'all shortly here on what those ribs look like when they go on, and kind of just show you what we got going on here at CJ Smokehouse. As you can see, our fire is getting started. Those coals are beginning to burn all the way through. Probably another 5 minutes on that. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and take a look at our meat to see it. Pull it out of the refrigerator because we did a season yesterday. So it's just a salt and pepper seasoning that I put on these beef ribs. We're not firm believers in bringing things up to room temperature before you put them on the smoker. It's kind of to each his own. Let you have that 1,000-year argument, but we're gonna go ahead and just show you that meat, and by the time you see us next, it'll be looking at us putting it on the smoker. At this point in the cook, we're gonna go ahead and close our lid. You'll get a chance to see our two Tell True thermometers, one on the far left and one on the far right side, which we kind of use to keep temperature tracking going on. And also give you a brief look at the ribs we're gonna be making today. This is a set of beef plate ribs. You've probably seen this iteration kind of chopped down into what they call a short rib, but I usually like to just buy the whole plate, do a nice little trim on the top side there, get my seasoning on there, and I'll let those sit in the refrigerator for a night, 2 nights, or kind of have a long until I feel, you know, nothing, we're not gonna let our meat go bad, but we'll let it go for a day or two, just so that that salt and everything can really work itself down into the meat. We'll get this cook going here soon. Let me just show y'all me closing this lid. And there's our Tell Trues right here, and we'll be cooking here soon. We're gonna wait till that smoke there clears up. This is just a brief shot, kind of seeing that stack in action. Ooh, I love smoking barbecue. If you smoking barbecue, you gotta have your own wood and your own splitter. Nothing like that. So the temperatures are just about right on our smoker now. We're gonna go ahead and throw these ribs on the smoker. But you see those right there? Gonna go ahead and throw them on there, sideways, and let this smoke begin. Just like that. Close that up. So it's been about 2.5, 3 hours since I put these ribs on the smoker. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick look at what's going on inside of here. So as you can see them, they're getting a little bit of pooling going on right here in this area right here, which is not bad. I mean, we could easily just take these ribs and take them down like that and then flip them around this way here, just so we can kind of get some pullback on the bones from this side of the rib. Otherwise, they look in great shape. I mean, I'm gonna spritz them here in a minute, just so we can kind of help out with this, but I mean, the Barkus formation is on there. I will probe them in a second as well too, to kind of check to make sure that everything is going well with them. But this is a nice looking set of ribs right here. I mean, nice mahogany color, looking real good. The pullback is nice. And what I'll do to these is, I won't actually be eating these today. What I'll end up doing is that I will take them and rest them for about 15 hours, honestly, and then tomorrow I'd say these would be good to go around about lunchtime tomorrow, because I'm going to rest them in the oven, kind of get them going really well with that. And we do put that inside of some beef tallow to kind of help retain and keep moisture. We'll close this back up right here. I'll be back out here in a second just to spritz on top of those, but that's pretty much all you'll see from the cook. And then I'll pick up tomorrow with y'all, and I'll show you what the finishing touches are looking like. We'll cut into it and do a taste test. What's going on, guys? I'm back again. I got those beef ribs nice and ready to go. We're gonna pull them out of the oven. They're still sitting inside of that beef tallow solution. I'm gonna bring them over here to our cutting board, take some slices. I'm gonna show you the internal so you can kind of see if the smoke ring is there and whatnot. Then we're gonna do some taste testing and enjoy the show. We got them sitting on top of our cutting board, and we're gonna go ahead now and take some slices just kind of through and kind of see how well the moisture's been. I mean, we can currently kind of see right now the moisture content is looking really good. The fat did good inside that beef tallow. That rest was really well. So I'm gonna take some slices here. We're gonna go ahead and cut this one right off the end here. And look at that blade is just sliding right through there. I mean, that was no effort at all in getting that kind of going. That is the rib there. We'll kind of bring it in, let that camera get focused in on that. Look at that right there. Beautiful. Beautiful goodness right there. So we're going to go ahead here and just continue slicing through. We'll go ahead and cut the second one. And then we'll go ahead and go through the final cut here on the end. And look at that meat. It is just falling apart. That's how you want your beef ribs to be right there. You want them to fall apart to where you can just pull that meat right off the bone. And I mean, look here, this is so tight. Let me do one more slice on that here. I mean, look at this here. If I flip this upside down, this bone is pretty much just falling out of there. Look at that bone. That bone just came right out of there, just like that. Focus isn't coming in, but that bone came right out of there. Yeah, that's a nice rib right there. So what we'll do is we'll flip this back like that here. We'll go ahead and pull that piece of meat off the top there. Just take a nice little slice in here. Take a couple little bites here just to sample it out. And I mean, it is amazing. I mean, that's some tender beef right there. Nice salt and pepper.